What's up everybody? Welcome to the Stocks channel. My name is Corey and today in the stock market we saw another very bullish broad market rally as all of the indices including the Russell 2000 closed at yet again another brand new all-time high. So without a doubt this is still a very strong bull market and definitely a market you don't want to try to call a top in. First up, let's take a look at the S&P 500 SPY ETF. So let's crack open this chart and see what's going on in the stock market today. Alright, so another day and another day the stock market goes higher. We see SPY looking very bullish today, going up 0.61%, and we're on a rocket ride to that next price target up there at 465, and we're very close to hitting that level. So without a doubt we have bullish price action, and without a doubt we've gone a long way without a significant pullback. Now when I say significant pullback, remember we're not looking for a very deep pullback from these levels before we get right back on the bull and continue to break out even higher. So from these levels you're looking for the next price target right up here just above 465, and if we break out above that, the next price target is right there at 468.5. So we have very strong bullish price action well above the 5 EMA as well as all the other moving averages, and we still have this very strong bull trend. So again, I continue to tell you this is not a market you want to try to bother calling a top. Don't short a bull market just because it's going higher, because that is not a profitable strategy. If you're trying to short this bull market just because it's going higher, you're probably questioning when you're finally going to be able to cover your short position because we just continue to rally higher. Be a bull in a bull market and the trend is your friend, so just trade in the direction of the trend. And you already know we have a macro level bull trend and we have the bull trend on this daily chart, so there's no reason to try to call it top. At these levels, we are officially proving that this is a secular bull market, and you're seeing it with the Russell 2000 breaking out, which we will get into when we cover the small caps. Now at these levels, I would think you're starting to get overly greedy if you still haven't at least locked in some of your profits. Let your long positions run, but as a trader, you need to lock some profits and you need to have cash available when we do start to dip. If you're a long-term investor, just continue to ride that wave because we are still in a bull market and there's no reason to bother trying to call a top, so there's no reason to panic sell just because we're going higher. So from these levels, look for strong resistance right around 465 and then above that 468, and the pullback zone is now 457, 453, and 450. As you can tell, that 20 simple moving average continues to climb, so our very strong support level will continue to climb as well. So right now, the highest probability chance is that SPY levels stay well above 450, which means the pullback zone is only between about 457 and 453. That's how bull markets work, because the higher we go, the more support levels we have on the way down. And there's plenty of people just dying to buy into this market because they missed this entire bull rally. Remember, I told you this would likely happen when we were buying the dip way down here in the middle of October. I told you this would be a very impulsive bull rally because there were a lot of bears and there was a lot of negative sentiment, which tells you there's either people shorting the market or sitting in cash, which tells you when you do start to rally, you're only going to have short squeezes and people FOMOing in off the sidelines as they put that cash to work. As we know, the rest is history, and this has been a very impulsive and very strong bull rally, but that doesn't mean we won't ever see a pullback. Obviously, we are getting due for a pullback at these levels, so do watch those support levels if we do get rejected from resistance. Also pay attention to that 5 EMA because as you can tell, ever since this bull rally started, we have not closed below the 5 EMA, so a close below the 5 EMA would be a trend shift. If we get price action below the 5 EMA, that would be a break below about 461 to 462. So without a doubt, this is a very strong bull market, and that does mean we can continue to go higher, even though we are more than likely due for a pullback. Wait for the opportunity to buy the dip because you're much better off just raising cash to buy the dip than you are trying to short, because if you're shorting, you're trying to call a top and then you'll eventually just get short squeezed and have to cover for a loss. If you're shorting and you don't have a stop loss, be aware that you are playing with fire because this is a bull market, which means we do continue to go higher. And if you're not covering a short position for a disciplined exit, then you could be very underwater in that position. Next up is the NASDAQ 100 Triple Qs, which also had a very bullish day today, going up over 1% and getting very close to our next price target up there at 394. Above 394, we have the next price target at 396, and we are getting up there in the clouds with these price targets. So like I said with the SPY, prepare for a pullback by locking in some profits and get ready to put that cash to work at lower prices. Another way to take advantage of this bull market is to go shopping for other stocks in the sector. So instead of just flat out buying the indices at all-time highs, go buy some of the stocks that are in the index that are still not outperforming. We do this on the Stocks Channel Discord, and we've been absolutely crushing this market by picking stocks that are in these sectors and taking the opportunities that are there in the dips. You don't always have to buy at all-time highs. There's almost always going to be a stock in these bull markets that is at a great buying opportunity. So look for the triple Qs to have resistance around 394 and 396, with the pullback levels at 388, 382.7, and 378. More than likely, we should eventually come back down to this breakout level right around 382.7 and at least test that level as support. So at these levels, I would give highest probability chance to see a pullback in the very near future and at least see triple Qs levels coming back to about 382. Again, we have a very strong bull market and the price action has not closed below the 5 EMA this entire bull rally. So look for a price action breakdown below about 388 to 389 to potentially start seeing a trend shift in the short term. Also note that we are going up on increasing volume, so we still do see a lot of bulls buying the dip, even though likely a lot of this volume is going to be short squeezes at these levels, because without a doubt, we've had people that have been shorting since the bullish breakout. So watch for that potential overreaction to the upside, which will just be shorts getting squeezed out of their position. And then when they do get squeezed out of their position, we'll more than likely get the pullback. That's what the market loves to do. It loves to cause the most amount of pain. So more than likely, it's going to squeeze the shorts out of the market and then pull back as the shorts just covered their short position and now have to watch the market pull back. So like I said, just don't bother shorting a bull market. It's very difficult to do and you're going against the highest probability chance. In a bull market, the highest probability chance is that the price action continues to go higher. So if you're trying to short a bull market, you are literally taking the most difficult trade in the market. The trend is your friend because more than likely the price is going to go in the direction of the trend and we have a very strong bull market, so why in the world would you bother trying to short this market? Jumping over to the Dow Jones, we were up 0.27% today and again we closed at another brand new all-time high in the Dow Jones and it looks like we're well on our way to that next price target at 365. We see very bullish price action in the very strong bull trend with the highest probability chance of a pullback to come back down to 360, 356, or 355. You can tell that 20 simple moving average continues to climb, so our strong support levels continue to climb as well. This is a very bullish market across the board, and you will see that on the small caps. So let's jump over to the Russell 2000, and we can see the Russell 2000 is still looking incredibly bullish. The Russell closed up 1.79% today and closed right on top of our resistance level right around 238.5. So this is exactly what we were expecting to see on the Russell, and we see it's all happening on increasing volume. So this is a lot of bullish price action that's backed by bullish volume, and we already have the full bull trend. So remember I told you the Russell 2000 was a caged dog and it was just looking like a chihuahua, and now it's blasting out and everybody's finally seeing that it's a pit bull. This is why I'm telling you that it's a secular bull market, because we see bullish price action with the strong bull trends across the board. With the small caps joining the party, there's no reason to believe this secular bull market is just going to roll over and die. This is only solidifying that we're in a secular bull market, and this is only solidifying that the stock market still has plenty more room to the upside. So I'm sure you know about the Santa Claus rally, and it's looking more and more likely that we are going to see that Santa Claus rally the more bullish price action we continue to see. So on the Russell 2000, if we continue to break out, our next price target will be up there at 245, with downside support now at 234.4 and the breakout level at 232. We're incredibly bullish, so don't just assume that we have to pull back. You just saw this on Tesla stock where after we got that big breakout, we just continued to blow off the top. So don't rule out the possibility the Russell 2000 will blow off the top. It's been going absolutely nowhere since February, so there's no reason to believe that this is just going to be a pathetic breakout. More than likely, it's going to just blast off like a rocket and just start blasting through these price targets. So watch these levels and don't necessarily expect to see a pullback until we start to see the momentum in this trend dying down. Right now, we don't see any slowdown and we see huge green candles, all backed by increasing volume. So expect to see the Russell 2000 continuing to blow off the top and continuing to go higher. In the Arkk ETF, we were up 1.26% today, and we see Arkk holding on to that support level just above 122, and we do see the price action still looking bullish. We're only about a day away from having the full bull trend, so it does look like the Arkk ETF is going back into that full bull trend. I still won't rule out the possibility that we complete this inverse head and shoulders look, which does mean we could see a pullback back to about 120 before we blast off and break through that neckline right around 125. That would be a very bullish breakout, and that does mean Arkk could be going all the way back up into the 130s. So look for the breakout level above 125 and resistance at 128, 131, and 135, with the downside support levels at 123, 120, and the strongest support level right there at 118. If we're going back into a strong bull market, look for that strong support level at 118 to hold up if we do see a dip down to that level. On the VIX, we were down about 6% today, and we continue to see the VIX getting crushed, trending down towards that support level at 14, which goes hand in hand with our bull market. More than likely, we'll see the VIX getting near 14, and then we should see another bit of a minor pullback, and that will be the next buying opportunity. There's nothing on the VIX that tells us the market is not going to remain bullish, because remember, we need to see the VIX spiking out above 20 to possibly see a deeper pullback or stock market correction. Right now, the VIX is well below 18.2 and trending down towards 14, so you still need to stay on the bull at this time. On Bitcoin, we're currently down about 0.5%, and we did see a dip in Bitcoin getting bought right up, which tells us the bulls are still out there buying the dip, which is exactly what you expect to see in a full bull trend. So Bitcoin looks like it's preparing to blast through this resistance level right around 64,000 and attempt to retest the previous all-time high at 67,000. Remember, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and I do think we'll blast right through 67,000 and start trending up to my next price target at 75,000. As long as Bitcoin is staying above 58,000, you need to stay on the bull. And if we break down below 56,000, we could see Bitcoin going into a deeper consolidation. Right now, we have the full bull trend with the bullish price action consolidating below resistance, so look for that bullish breakout in the very near future. On Amazon stock, we had a very bullish day, going up 2.15% today, bouncing off of that very critical support level at 33.11, and we did close the gap above right around 33.86, so we can go ahead and delete that gap. The price action's back above all the moving averages, and Amazon did prevent the double top look, which meant if we closed below 33.11, we are more than likely going back down to 31.85 or 31.36. So the Amazon bulls are out there buying up the dip, and we're very close to going back into that full bull trend. So look for that bullish breakout above 34.52 to go full bull on Amazon for that gap close at 35.80. Remember, on a break above 34.52, we should have a quick trip to 35.80 to close that gap, and then we should regain the full bull trend, and we could see Amazon looking bullish yet again. However, if we break this critical support at 33.11, you're still looking for that next leg lower at 31.85 or 31.36, but today's price action does look a lot more bullish, so I think you have to start preparing for the chance that we blast right through 34.52 and continue to trend higher. Remember, if we break above 34.52, we now have this double bottom look, so it's the battle between what's going to win out first, the double top on the break below 33.11 or the double bottom on the break above 34.52. On Tesla stock, we're still orbiting in space, and we see Tesla going up 3.57% today, closing at another brand new all-time high and getting very close to our resistance level up there at 12.18. Remember, Tesla is going to have strong resistance at 12.40, and above that, we continue to blow off the top as we start trending up to my price target up here in space at 14.12. We're still going up on really nice volume, and we're still getting that bull flag look. So right now, if we see Tesla breaking out to the upside, we should have a quick trip up there to the 1400s, and then we could see a big pullback in Tesla stock. So right now, Tesla is still looking incredibly bullish with both price action and trend, so you can't get bearish on something just because it's going higher. It's backed up by volume, and the price action speaks for itself, so follow the price action. We would need to see a breakdown below about 1100 before we saw any weakness in Tesla stock, and we don't even see the price action breaking below the 5 EMA. So stay on the bull if you're in this stock and continue to let it run, and you don't need to get defensive until we break down below 1100. More than likely, we could see more sideways consolidation as these moving averages catch up to the price, and then we could build a base to bounce off of to get to that next price target above. Otherwise, look for that continuation of the blow off top, and we're just going to rip off the band-aid and go straight there without any looking back. On Apple stock, we were up about 1% today, and we did get the bullish breakout on Apple stock, closing back above 151. So Apple's looking full bull with the full bull trend and the full bull price action, and I still think Apple has to make a brand new all-time high. So look for that breakout now above 152.7 to retest the previous all-time high at 157, and on a break above 157, look for Apple stock to run to 162. Your critical support levels are down here at 148 and 147, and we would have to break below 147 for me to start thinking Apple is rolling over. I don't think Apple's rolling over because we have the full bull trend and we continue to see the price action blasting through resistance. So look for a break above 152.7 to send us back to new all-time highs, and it looks like we could get there within the next month or two. In the financial sector, we still have full bull price action with the very strong bull trend. The industrial sector still has bullish price action with the full bull trend. The healthcare sector was up 0.59% today with the very strong bullish price action, and we're very close to regaining the full bull trend. The energy sector was down 0.83% today, sitting right on top of that critical support level, and we still do have the bull trend, so we could still bounce from here. So jumping back over the S&P 500, we still have bullish sectors across the board, and there's no signs that this bull market is just going to roll over and die. Stay on the bull because you have a very strong bull trend and you have very strong bullish price action, And if you're staying objective, this market should feel very easy for you right now, because if you're being objective, you knew to be bullish this entire time. We've been bullish going all the way back since October, and we've been absolutely raking it in right now because we've been objective and we're following the price action and the trend. Remember, on the stocks channel, we stay objective and we block out all the noise, and that's what allows us to stay on the right side of the trade. If you let all of that noise creep into your trading and you let all of that fear mongering scare you out of your positions or scare you from making long trades, then you're not going to be profitable in this market. Unsubscribe from fear mongering, stay objective, and try to be emotionless as possible while you have a trading plan. If you don't have a plan, you won't know what to do when the tide turns against you, so make sure you have a trading plan and that you're sticking to it. Also, remember that I do have my own trade alert service called BANC Trade Alerts that only trades TQQQs, and I'm currently running a 50% off promotion code for your first month, so now could be the best time to try BANC Trade Alerts. I also have the Stocks Channel Discord where I do intraday updates and analysis and bring new trade ideas to you weekly, and we are absolutely crushing this market over there on the Stocks Channel Discord. If you're interested in joining the Discord community or joining BANC Trade Alerts, you can find out all of the details and how to join by clicking on the link in the description below. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.